want to come to the next question, which is to do with the performance of the leader of the opposition, which in this case happens to be Palaniswami. That AIADMK hasn't fractured and fragmented in the way some doomsday proponents may have thought. But how do people look at his performance? Very satisfied is just 8%. That is quite low, frankly, given that he has had a largely unhindered run as leader of the opposition, because all the other players are now very deeply marginalized. Satisfied to some extent is 27%. The big number there is not satisfied at all, which is 32%. One third, 33% say they don't know, can't say. The big number there is not satisfied at all. Satisfied to some extent, 27%. Very satisfied is just 8%. Now, Satyan, that is the problem, which is also why someone like a Vijay has so much allure. The fact that your leader of the opposition, your general secretary, simply hasn't been able to rouse the Tamil people.
Rahul, I answered in my opening remarks. 80% plus market share in regional medias, where regional medias are being threatened not to put anything from our opposition leader. More than 600 press releases. I'll give you one small example.
No, but you have to find some way of communicating your message. This is hardly a valid argument.
One minute. I'll give you an example. During AIADMK regime, a 3-year-old kid which fell inside the borewell dug by his grandfather, it's a private land. The entire regional media went all gaga for 3 consecutive days by putting it live. Now tell me, whatever is happening on the ground, our regional media have been given the free hand to telecast it. I am banned from participating in debates by DMK because they back out if I come for debate. The exception is only English channel, thanks to the courage of Mr. Saravanan. This is what the reality is. Regional media is 80% and they are flooded with sleeper cells of DMK. Jo dikhta hai, wo bikhta hai. If you can't have the media space, what is the point in putting up a perception in the minds of the people? That game will start only the election fever sets in. That's where our leader will start making the right noises at the right platform. Even media has to realize what they have done so far.
Okay.
They can't be the chamchas of DMK anymore.
Lakshman, the fact that for the protestations that we are hearing from the opposition about the regional media being unfair, A, how true is that? B, more importantly, the fact that just 8% seem to be very satisfied with the performance of the leader of the opposition. His performance seems quite poor, 32% saying not satisfied at all. You're on mute.
Sorry, as to the first part of your question, I think it reflects the fact that certainly the DMK is a powerful entity in the media sphere as such. We know about, the Maran brothers, the General, Sun TV, all of it. It's a powerful group. But to take that well-known fact to the extent threats or something, I am not aware of it. I know that we stand privileged with the English media in this and with the print media. We're not part of the television media. But at the same time, we are acutely aware. We hear what's happening at the ground. And I don't think anyone has been shut out from the system. That is a bit of a tall claim. I do think certainly influence plays a role.
I'm sorry.
Satyan's fader goes down. Let Narayan Lakshman complete.
Yeah, sorry. So this is what I have picked up. Maybe Mr. Kovai Satyan has a different information and is at receiving end of it, but I am not aware of this. The second is the more important question here, which is his Palaniswami, while he was an extremely effective person to govern the state, his time as chief minister was phenomenal for the state. I cannot deny him that. He, however, due to his predecessor's insistence on maintaining a vice-like grip on power and not nurturing leadership below her, led to a failure of building the kind of intra-party and between-party alliances to keep him steady, to keep his party steady, and to potentially keep a future AIADMK government steady. They have been completely crippled, the rug pulled under their feet by their own dear leader who passed before them. And that's why he has struggled, despite being an able administrator and chief minister, to maintain that level of confidence that he could project to the voters that he can deliver a second term on the same parameters of success. They do not have that faith. Therefore, if you're looking for a second option to the DMK, they are turning to people like Vijay and others.
But that's a big problem. I think the data captures that very starkly. The fact that 18% are looking at someone like a Vijay, a new entrant in the political field, rather than going back to the AIADMK, which would be the principal opposition party ordinarily.